Plantains. They're the main ingredient in the Puerto Rican delicacy, mofongo. After being harvested green, plantains are customarily mashed with salt, garlic, stock, and olive oil on a wooden pilon, chopped into pieces, and then it's ultimately fried, although they can alternatively be boiled or roasted. Mofongo is a delectable meal from Puerto Rico's culinary history. The main ingredients and methods of preparation have roots in a multitude of civilizations, including Spanish, African, and indigenous Puerto Rican cultures. The adaptability of mofongo is an important characteristic. It's normally served as a side dish, but it is simple to turn into a main course simply by adding meat. It's a filling dinner that you don't have to eat every day like rice and beans, and it's Puerto Rico's unofficial national dish. Mofongo originated from the Angolan practice of mashing a variety of starchy ingredients and then softening the results with liquid and fat. Slaves were carried from Africa, notably Angola, to Puerto Rico in the 1500s. With that multicultural ancestry and roots in Taino, African, Spanish, and North American cultures, the indigenous Taino people of Puerto Rico were conquered by Spanish conquistadors who arrived in the early 1500s and forced many of them to work on plantations and in gold mines. The Taino were a Arawakan Indian subgroup from northern South America, and they lived in the Greater Antilles, Cuba, Jamaica, Hispaniola, and Puerto Rico. As the Taino population suffered from starvation, European diseases, and other unpleasant consequences of colonization, the Spanish turned to enslave workers from West Africa. There's many reports that West African immigrants introduced fufu, a doughy food cooked by cooking plantains, cassava, or yams, and crushed with a mortar and pestle to the island. Mofongo was formed by combining the flavors of Taino and Spanish cuisine with fufu over time. Interestingly, many people actually dip their mofongo into beef broth and eat it. The plantain fruit, which is the main ingredient in mofongo, is thought to have originated in Southeast Asia. The plantain is a variety of banana that's widely grown and consumed in tropical areas. Plantains, which are commonly prepared and consumed when still green, ripen to a moderate sweetness that resembles a softer form of banana. There's two types of plantains, horned plantains and French plantains. An average batch of mofongo may be produced in about 30 minutes' time. A total of 6 to 8 ripe plantains are needed, along with 2 cups of oil, 4 teaspoons of olive oil, and 3 minced garlic cloves. You could also add the necessary amount of vegetables, seafood, and pig skin that you desire. Plantains should be sliced into paper-thin slices to make mashing easier. They're then placed in a hot, oiled skillet. In the same skillet that you crisped up the pig skins or cooked your favorite topping. Cook them all the way until they're barely browned. About 10 minutes on medium heat. And after that, pound the fried plantains with a mortar and pestle. That's where you're going to make the magic happen. Simply shape the plantains. Take those patties or spheres that have traditionally been utilized and create your form. And then make sure your topping has enough space within the mofongo as you create it. Place the plantains on a plate and season with salt and pepper, as well as a little bit of lime juice. Mofongo, it's a starch-based fried snack. Expect it to be rich, a savory, guilty delight. The flavor of mofongo will vary based on the meats and vegetables that you use to make it, but I have a feeling that you're going to love every version. These are Interesting Things with JC.